Okay, welcome to Introduction Java Programming by Y. Daniel Yang, 8th edition, Chapter 4 Loops, Problem number 18. Using nested loops, write a program that displays the following patterns. Pattern 1, Pattern 2, Pattern 3, and Pattern 4. So let's start. I don't need to import any package to my program, so I can instantly start. I'm going to start with my first for loop. Let me comment here first that I want to display pattern 1. And let me set the title here. Just print pattern 1. Very nice. Okay, so gonna start with my first loop. So int I starting at 1. So initially int I equal to 1. Make my condition. Gonna make it run down to 6 times. So I is less than or equal to 6. And I plus plus, so that I would go from 1 up to 6. So inside my loop, I want to implement another for loop. Make this with int j, also starting at 1, and the condition as j less than or equal to I, the value of I, and j plus plus as my action. And in this inner loop, I want to write system. I'm going to write system.out.print without ln, just print, because I want to print the value of j followed by a space. Values of j on the same line. As soon as I'm done with this inner loop, I want to perform a line break before the primary loop runs again and re-enters the secondary loop, as we see here. As we see here for row 1, row 2, row 3. If I run it, you can see row 1, secondary loop only runs once because we see 1. Then for row number 2, secondary loop runs twice, 1, 2. And let's say row 6, the inner loop runs 6 times. As we can see, the inner loop prints j from 1 up to 6. Very nice. So this is my first pattern. Now I can start with my second pattern. So displaying pattern 2 and print out title as pattern 2. How is it? Okay, in decreasing order. So sorry. So start with my for loop with for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 6 as my condition, then I plus plus. Then my inner loop, make it start int j, make it start at j, make it start at 6, make it start at 6, then j more than or equal to I minus 1, and j minus minus. Sorry, j minus minus. Let's see how it goes. So make it print the value of j followed by a space. I don't think it works. Let's just try it. And here, perform a line break. So let's see how it goes. Okay, not as expected. Okay, now the pattern is correct, but it's just the values that are wrong. So let's try this loop again. So make the for loop. I'm gonna start with j equal to 1 so that it would print j from 1. Then j less than or equal to make the condition as 7 minus I. I think that should work. And my action as j plus plus. Let's see how it goes. And make it print the value of j followed by a space. And here make it perform a line break. Let's run it. There we go. This is pattern 1 and this is pattern 2. Now I can perform 2 line breaks to make a space between these 2 patterns just by writing these statements to separate every time I print 2 patterns. So now moving on, 2 line breaks, then displaying pattern 3, pattern 3, okay. So let me start with 4, gonna make it start int I equal to 6, then I more than or equal to 1, then I minus minus. Make I go from increasing order down to decreasing order. So this time I'm making I go from 6 down to 1. Now inside my for loop, I want another for loop with int j set it equal to 1, and my condition here I should make j1 5 times. So make my condition as j less than or equal to I minus 1 and j plus plus. Here I can test my program, so here it should print 2 spaces in my first inner loop, but I can make it print an asterisk just so I can observe if I'm going right before I proceed. So let me run it. Pattern 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to it goes here. Okay. So since it's working, now I can proceed by implementing my second inner loop, this time with int k, set it equal to, start at 1 to 1 to 1, okay. Set it equal to 7 minus I. Okay, then make k more than or equal to 1, then k minus minus. And inside this loop, I just have to print the value of k followed by a space. Now if I run it, there we go. That's my third pattern. Very nice. Now I can perform 2 line breaks before proceeding to pattern 4. So here in comment displaying pattern 4. Print title pattern 4. Start with my for loop. Can also make I go to decreasing order. So I equals 6, I more than or equal to 1, and I minus minus. And in here it goes to print, so I'm gonna implement my for loop with int j, set it equal, let me set it equal to 5, I can make the condition as j more than or equal to I, and j minus minus. Let me try that. Print, try an asterisk then space, and here I should perform a line break. So let me try it. Pattern 4, yes, it works. The last pattern is the most complicated one because I should make my first inner loop where the condition is false in the first iteration, so that it didn't have to print an asterisk in the first row. So since in the first row the condition of the first loop was false, that's why it just made a line break. It didn't print anything. And it started printing from the second row. So from the first row, it should start printing the values instead. And that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna start with for int k equal to 1, k less than or equal to I, set it less than or equal to I, yes, because since I is 6 in the first row down to 1, so this condition is true, is correct, sorry, then k plus plus. And in here, I make it print the value of k followed by a space. See how it goes? Yes, perfect. I'll place this space, then I get my fourth pattern. Very nice. Great, so now I have pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, and pattern 4 using nested loops.